Hey y'all, hey, my name is Tiffany Dionne and I have a story for you. As you know, I was kidnapped when I was 10 years old. I was ultimately sex trafficked as a young adult. And I have a book called Restore, and it's a story of me being taken and the journey to being found again. So I'm gonna tell you a story about my ex-trafficker. We were sitting in the kitchen one day, right? I had a black eye, I was bawling, and I was just really upset with him because I loved him. I loved his dirty draws. I absolutely loved him. And he had given me a black eye the day before. I don't even know what it was about. I don't know what it was. And so he's sitting in the kitchen and he's smoking a cigarette and he's looking at me like, you gonna stop crying anytime soon? And I was so upset with him because I didn't do anything to deserve a black eye. I hadn't done anything wrong. And I just wanted him to treat me right. I really loved him. I wanted him to treat me right. You know what he said to me? After he thought for a moment, flicked his ash, he looks at me, and he says, I ain't the first man that ever put their hands on you. I don't know what you, I don't know what you're so mad at me about. And went on smoking his cigarette. And it's almost like my tears just dried up, like, you just don't care how much you hurt me. I don't deserve any of this. And you know, I was thinking about it a couple years ago. I was writing my book and I'm writing. I'm writing out the things that he had done and things that we had done together. And God put it on my heart, like that instance in the kitchen. And God was kind of like, well, he's not the first guy to put his hands on you. And I'm like, God, you on his side? Obviously, he's not on his side. But he wasn't the first man to put his hands on me, right? And so I went back to the previous relationship with the girl's dad and how abusive he was. And then went back another relationship before that. And in that relationship, because it wasn't a real relationship, I was being sexually assaulted. And I'm like, Lord, why did all these things happen to me? And I went all the way back, journey all the way back to even being kidnapped, to being taken. And I came to the realization that it's almost like I had prey written across my head. And so I wasn't kidnapped into trafficking, but the kidnapping, the sexual assaults, the domestic violence, and then now the trafficking, all were part of the same story. They all played a part in the one main story of me being taken advantage of because I never healed. And I went from one horrific experience to another. Super high functioning, doing well in school, doing great and all those things, but hurting and breaking inside. Like I'm just a walking, broken piece of beautiful something, right? And so if you are finding yourself in a situation where you are hurting, and the person that you're with is hurting you, you might maybe want to take a second, sit down, and look back. Look back at the last situationship, and the one before that, and the one before that, and the one before that. And see if you see any patterns like I did. Yours might not be as like major crazy as mine are, but things always seem to circle back around when we haven't taken the opportunity and the time to heal. I needed to heal. Definitely need to heal. That's why I wrote this book. I wrote it for me first and for y'all second. So go ahead and heal. Take a minute. Go ahead, scroll through some more videos, look at some more posts, go click on the link, purchase the book, do whatever you got to do, but get this information because it is so good. I love you guys. I love you. My name is Tiffany Dionne. Have a great day.